Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Cherie. If you're new here, thank you for clicking on this video today. And in today's video, we are reviewing Married at First Sight Season 9, Episode 9. It's Married at First Charlotte, so let's get started. Alright, so I debated even filming an review for this episode because it pretty much wasn't really nothing except for at this point we're at the couples have made it to a month of being married, so their monthly anniversary. They've been married for a month, and so basically all the couples just did something to celebrate their anniversary and just look back on the wedding. And it was pretty much not very exciting, very boring. I think I fast forward through a lot. I didn't even go back to look at it a second time. I don't have any notes on it. I just have their names in front of me so I can remember it. So yeah, this video is probably not gonna be that long. So yeah, let's jump right into it. All right, so starting off with Matt and Amber. Still, you know how I feel about them, just a hot burning mess. But Matt wrote a song for her, and they were staying at the Omni Uptown Charlotte, which I was just there a couple of weeks ago in that exact spot. So it was like, hey, I was just there. And they played it on the big screen, and I asked myself, I was like, did no one else see this? Like, that's a big screen. When you're uptown, you can see, everybody can see that screen if you're like in the vicinity. So they weren't worried about, how did this not get out? What time of the day did they film this? I just had so many questions around, protecting the footage and I'm surprised that it didn't leak, before the season got out. But yeah, I fast forward through a lot. So I fast forward through him singing and all of that. I think, did they meet with experts? I think Matt is still adjusting to being a husband, which, I'm not going down that rabbit hole anymore. And that was pretty much it for them. Now, Jamie and Elizabeth, somehow I missed the part about them putting that water outside. And they actually drunk the water. And then they wonder why they're crazy. Why would you do that? You don't know what type of, now you got Ebola, HIV, the swine flu, all in one container. Why would you do that? And Jamie's crazy self, for him to be such a neat freak, and just so I'm surprised he even did that. But yeah, so they had a really nice anniversary celebration. I think they went back to the spot where they actually got married, and he gave her a necklace, and then she gave him a book with some coupons for sex. Now, if you're trying to step back from sex, why would you give him a gift that entails things for you to do sexual acts? If you guys are kind of trying to pump the brakes on having sex, like, that doesn't make any sense. I don't understand that. But I don't understand a lot of stuff that Elizabeth and Jamie be doing. So anyway, but they had, according to them, a really nice time. And then when they got back, just all hell broke loose. Apparently, they were looking through a book. I think the experts provided them a photo book, a wedding book of their pictures from the wedding. And I guess Elizabeth was just pointing out how nice she looked. And I guess Jamie didn't like that. I was very confused about why he was angry about that, because Elizabeth does a lot of crazy stuff, but just pointing out that she's looking nice, I don't know. He was triggered some type of way by that. Maybe she's been doing it a lot and she's kind of very self-obsessed and we don't get to see that. I mean, we can see part of it, but maybe that was just a trigger for him and it set him off and it was an explosion. And I think Travis who does reviews here on YouTube as well. He's from Charlotte as well. Shout out to Travis. He mentioned about the cameras being in there, and like, this is like the first time, is this the first time we've seen like cameras placed in the house? in their houses where they're staying, and are those cameras in everyone's homes? And that would be weird because people like me who walk around their house naked, how does that work? But yeah, so we see on the camera placed in the living room that they had this big old fight and then he ends up leaving. Um, so that relationship is just so toxic, and we can say the same thing every freaking week about them. But yeah, they just had another big explosion, and that's just Elizabeth and Jamie doing what they do. So yeah. Moving on to Keith and Iris, I had to remember exactly what was going on with them. Pretty much nothing. I think Keith met with his best friend, and Iris met with her mom, and she was going on. And y'all know how I feel about Iris, and I don't want to get mad before going to church because you know he want to be in the right mindset. But Iris was just going on and on about with her mom about how um, Keith said that her virginity was a concern, and he wasn't really saying it in a negative way. It's like something, yes, I married a virgin. I have concerns about that. They're not necessarily negative. It's just something that's there that is we have to address it and recognize it. It's just like there. But she was like, oh, I would think that, guys would think that this is just a gift, be, happy for this. Iris. All right, guys, so my camera totally just cut off on me this morning. Well, it cut off earlier. I went to church. I just got back, had lunch, and now I'm about to take a nap, but I totally just wanted to finish this video. The battery is finished charging, but I don't feel like setting up the camera again and all of that. I was like, let me just grab my phone and wrap this up because I only had like one more couple to do. So yeah, I was about to go in on Iris, and the Lord just shut that down. So I'm not gonna say anything else about Iris today. I'm gonna leave her alone. Moving right along to Greg and Deanna, same thing. It was very boring. They celebrated. What did they do? They had dinner, and he tried the octopus, which I appreciated. That's kind of me with food. I'm a very picky eater, and I don't know if I would try octopus. So that was very good of and brave of Greg to do that for her. And also, I wanted to mention how with they met with Pastor Cal, and Deanna mentioned, she feels like, and I kind of feel like she's not being herself completely either. Like I know there's something going on, and she feels like once Greg gets to really know all of her, meaning her crazy, basically she feels that once he sees her crazy, I mean, this probably has happened in the past because I can relate, that he's just going to be out. And so that's kind of what, and the fact that she was able to verbalize it, I really, really, gave big kudos to her for that because that can be difficult. Um, so yeah, that was it with them and Pastor Cal. Um, and another thing that was funny to me about them, like he had like little fake candles around the bath, but then they didn't get in the bath. So the candles were still lit. Like even if they were filming that just for production, like at least like something like this whole scene didn't make sense. Like you had the bath set up, water in, and then the candles, but you get in your bed with hot pajamas. Oh, do people still sleep in hot pajamas like that? I ain't gonna mention what I sleep in because it's probably TMI. And we'll talk about it on a vlog channel. um, so yeah, that was just weird for me, and I feel like after production left, they probably I don't know what they did, but I just hope they're not sleeping in all those pajamas, and those pajamas are just for filming. I don't know. I just feel like there's a lot of something's not adding up with Deanna and what they're portraying. I don't know. I still like them as a couple, but something, you know? But anyway, I think that's it for all the couples. Still didn't get to see a preview because you're still hiding it in that stupid show that nobody's going to be watching. So I have no idea what's going to happen next week. But yeah, I think that is it. If you are not subscribed to my channel, I would love for you to do so. I see there's a lot of people who watch my videos, but it's like 80% that watch are not subscribed. So I was looking at my analytics. So I appreciate if you subscribe. I would like that. And I think that is it, guys. I'm a little bit tired. It's time for my after church nap, and I will get up and edit this later. You guys be blessed, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye, guys.